Hi Aquarius, welcome back to the Warrior's Journey Tarot. This is your love reading for February 18th to the 28th. Today we're going to use the Klimt Tarot for your Celtic Cross, and then I'm going to clarify with the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue and Whispers of Love by Angela Hartfield. Now I was just looking up the Klimt Tarot because I always say that it's artwork by Gustav Klimt, and so when I was looking up the manual here, it says that the artwork is by Atanas A. Atanasov. And then when I read the beginning, I'm like, okay, so who made this? Like the artwork, it says it is by this guy, Atanas A. Atanasov, but it says, has a whole kind of description of the era of, you know, the legendary Vienna and all this stuff about, a little bit of background about Gustav Klimt. And then it says that this tarot was designed by A. Atanasov, and that every once in a while you'll see some of Gustav Klimt's works in here. As far as the definitions of the different suit cards and the major arcana, it doesn't say who wrote that. It just says Gustav Klimt on here, all over the box. At the top, art by A. Atanasov, so whatevs, okay? And it's produced by Los Garbeo. This is what we're using. It was interesting to read that, but it took a minute to figure out. Alright. I've used this before for other readings, and I really enjoyed it. Lucky for you guys, I used the Fountain Tarot for those poor signs that I had to kind of force the Fountain Tarot on, the first 6 signs. It's the most moody, depressing deck ever. I mean, it has its functions. If I feel like going there, I was really, you know, happy, excited, and I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's use this. Let's get into our feelings. But it was too much, man. After 6 signs, I needed some, like, it was getting depressing, and I'm not a depressive person. So I was like, okay. And I did Taurus's reading. It said black and white. Everything looks good in black and white. You know, and then there's like another fashion oracle card saying color. It's for happy people. I'm like, yes, it is. So out with that. I'm back to Klimt here. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for your Celtic Cross. For February 18th to the 28th. Can we please get a Celtic Cross for Aquarius? What's going on in love and romance, please? Can we get a positive reading for Aquarius for those who need to hear it? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in love and romance, please. Alright, that's a sign. Perfect. Aquarius, 3 of Wands. Waiting for your ships to come in. Waiting for a response. On the bottom, 4 of Cups. Okay. We'll talk about that later. This is the situation. It's 3 of Wands. Challenged by the 7 of Cups. 7 of Pentacles in the conscious there. In the foundation, you've got 8 of Wands. Recent past, we have the Hermit. Recent future, we have the Stars. You right now, we've got 9 of Pentacles. Around you, we've got 7 of Wands. Hopes and fears, we've got the Strength card. And the outcome, we've got, oh shit, the Devil card. Okay. Now, I'm just going to say, there's a few signs I've been seeing the Devil card pop up, okay? Obstacles. Easily put, obstacles. Could be a Capricorn, but the most positively aspected way could be a Capricorn, or if you see a lot of pentacles around it, could speak to abundance, you know, being kind of sick, rich, and wealthy and abundant. But this is a love reading, and we see a Capricorn sign here, or it could be the Devil. about control issues and all that other icky stuff. So let's talk about this. The Three of Wands. Three of Wands is where you want more. We're talking about love and romance. So sometimes with the Two of Wands, you'll see a situation, the card that comes before the three, where you want more out of your love and romance, love and romantic life, okay? You could be with somebody and look out into the world and be wanting more than the person that you're with. Well, Three of Wands is where you actually start entertaining those notions of having more than one person. It's kind of waiting for a response from other people that you've been putting, you know, feelers out into, whether it be social media land or people long distance, whatever it may be. Generally speaking, Three of Wands is when, you know, in a prosperous way, the merchant is waiting for his ships to come in full of the goodies that, you know, he's been investing in. So you've been investing your energy in expansion in someone else, okay? And so Three of Wands is about waiting for their response, waiting for some feedback from there, something that, you know, will bring you some kind of engaging relationship with someone else when you're with someone, could be, okay? Now, challenged by Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is when you've got big dreams and each cup is full of an ideal of something. Now, if there's major action coming around you where there's lots of activity, it speaks to a lot of options coming up for you where you can have a lot of new doors have opened and many new roads are available to you. Many new relationships are available, and possibly something's going on where you've put yourself out there, that you're available. And so now the challenge here is to manifest options, okay? Seven of Cups can speak to illusory success. Big plans, not enough action, not enough movement, a lot of daydreaming, okay? So that's a challenge here. Conscious, you got Seven of Pentacles, and Seven of Pentacles is about waiting, where you're consciously waiting on someone, waiting on a relationship that you've been cultivating from seed, like something that you've been nurturing, and it's not quite time to reap the rewards of that. Just like the Three of Wands about waiting for those rewards, Seven is another card of waiting for the right time to make a move. On the subconscious here, you got Eight of Wands. You're very excited, enthusiastic about this. You are feeling passionate, excited, and love energy, romantic feelings stirred. You're all about this new romance. It excites you. It inspires you. There's positive messages flying back and forth. It's this overwhelming excitement, the butterflies, the happiness, the inspired passion in this new relationship. In the recent past, you have, and the recent future, both are major arcana cards, so meaning that's going to have a strong influence for the 18th to the 28th, as well as this and this. So 4 major arcana. So recent past, you got the Hermit. The Hermit, immediately when you look at the Hermit in love and romance, like it doesn't bring you this kind of vision of someone who's out there and magnetic and exciting like the Emperor or the King of Wands, right? This is someone the opposite of that. They're into spiritual work. They're doing introspection, contemplation. They're reclusive. In love and romance, it can even speak to harboring, like having a crush on someone that you've been waiting. It's this crushing kind of waiting energy. The Hermit could be something where in the past you've been okay to be single. You've been happy, okay to be on your own. The Hermit's not worried about going out there and getting some. Okay, the Hermit's someone who's satisfied, happy to be keeping counsel with themselves. In love and romance, why? Because they could be already, either they're single by choice, or because whoever they're interested in is maybe not available at the time. So it's another thing of waiting. Okay, for a single, waiting on love, waiting on a relationship. Not quite manifesting yet because for whatever reason you're in hermit mode because it's not there. In the recent future, you got the Stars. Stars is about hope. And it's got a positive, auspicious kind of energy to the stars saying, if you just wait, you have that intuitive knowing that whatever you've been wishing for, you will get if you just wait for it, for the right time. There's a lot of waiting cards. And the Stars is telling you that whatever you've been waiting on, that you've been very, spiritual almost about, where you're like, this person is the one for me. This is the right one for me. I am going to wait as long as it takes. I will be single until they're available. Okay? And so the stars is kind of this energy of you guys will connect. You guys will get together. But it's just going to take a little bit more time and waiting and hanging in there. Because it's not quite yet. And it seems like you already know this. 9 of Pentacles, you right now, it's another single person energy. In case you were, Hermit, 9 of Pentacles, they're both about being very fine to be on your own and be single right now. In the recent past and now. 9 of Pentacles is someone who is the ideal single lady card or the single bachelor card where you're doing well for yourself. You've established some security and stability and abundance in your life. And you're just living that single life, enjoying the comforts that you've made, that you've achieved in your life so far. Now, it's the 9 of Pentacles, not the 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is a single energy. You've done really great. Now it's time. There's usually a bird of spirit coming in. It's not in this card. Where it speaks to there's more. Where it's calling you to the completion, to the 10 of Pentacles. Where now your concern is not just for yourself. 10 of Pentacles is like the marriage happily ever after in terms of committing to someone else now. Not just to yourself and taking care of yourself, which is 9 of Pentacles, where you're really doing great at taking care of yourself. Now, 10 of Pentacles is when you get, your partner, you have kids, you have grandkids, you got dogs, you got the estate, you're caring for your community, you're a global citizen, you're taking care of your culture and community, all these type of deep roots things. That's 10 of Pentacles. So right now, 9 of Pentacles. Doing well for yourself. Lots of enthusiasm and excitement in the subconscious here. Around you, there's the 7 of Wands energy. This could be someone around you who's like this, or this could be the energy that you're feeling right now, this kind of push. 7 of Wands is called the Hero card. It's about maintaining and standing in your truth while in the face of opposition. Feels like there's 6 wands coming at you. It's a card of blocking other people, or you being blocked, okay, around you. 7 of Wands is kind of this feeling of being called out of nowhere to be defensive and defend yourself, and people are coming at you, and you feel like you have to be protecting yourself, guarding yourself, Not in a paranoid way. There is actual 6 wands coming at you, okay? Take that however resonates. Sometimes it could feel like people wanting to get a piece of you, and you being like you're blocking them and saying, no, because I'm waiting for someone else kind of energy. Or it could be 7 of Wands where it's feeling this kind of under scrutiny, under attack kind of. And that, again, with the 7 of Wands, it's got another auspicious kind of energy to it where you will overcome the opposition. You have the strength and you have that kind of resilience. And then in the hopes and fears, you've got Strength card. Strength card pops up when there's conflict, when there's issues. Otherwise, you wouldn't need to pull out the Strength card and draw on your inner strength when things are going great. So there's going to be conflict. In your hopes and fears, you're hoping. Now, the Strength could be someone by the sign of Leo. Or it's just speaking to you're hoping to have that strength to overcome your obstacles or whatever it is that's standing in the way. You're hoping to find your courage. Okay? Because even with this 3 of Wands, it's like waiting. Somebody's just waiting and waiting for someone. Challenge here, 7 of Cups. Your challenge is that you're just daydreaming. Waiting, daydreaming. But action is needed, because 7 of Cups is speaking to you can't keep daydreaming about someone and then not making a move and nothing happens. How is anything ever going to manifest? And in the outcome, you got the Devil card. Could speak to a Capricorn, but this is a Fate card as well. Major Arcana, meaning major secret. So that just means that someone, it's a negative card. Unless it's a Capricorn, okay? It's a negative card. It's about this kind of lusty energy. It could be anything from being promiscuous, overly promiscuous, going to strip clubs, strippers, too many partners, or addictions, control issues, ego, abuse of power, feeling restricted. Generally, it's this feeling of this mind effing someone where you've got like this person, you see how they've got two people by the neck. It's this kind of abusive, controlling situation that's toxic. And that's in the outcome. Now, I do not know why you're getting that in the outcome. We can clarify that. It says over here, Four of Cups. Four of Cups is the underlying issue here. It's about it's a card of boredom, it's the card of lethargy, it's the card of not being interested, disengaged from life. There's a lot of this kind of, you know, complacent, just kind of waiting, passive energy here. So the Four of Cups, you see how she's holding her chest, you know, in this, not in a loving, nurturing heart chakra way, but in a, you know, this woman looks like she's kind of, you know, upper class, and she's kind of holding herself, she's holding herself so precious. So the Four of Cups is kind of this thing of one cup on the side that is, you know, speaking to love, true love, or your own personal completion and fulfillment and being happy and satisfied and content within yourself. And then three cups that are you're focused on, that you're looking at, and you're looking at. It looks like it's someone from your past that you just completely fixated on and daydreaming about and thinking about all the time. And it's taking you away, you're leaking your power, and it's controlling you. Because what you need to do is focus back and shift your focus to that Ace of Cups that's there. Love yourself, live in the present, find someone who's really going to love you. Now, I'm going to clarify this Devil card. I'm going to leave this underlying energy card here, okay? So let's take a peek underneath here. Eight of Swords, restriction and fear. Ten of Wands, responsibility, success, but could be an oppressive burden. A lot of responsibilities. Knave of Cups, Page of Cups, offer of love, the Moon, loneliness, isolation. A lot of this moody, lonely energy. Ace of Pentacles, relationship being offered, leaving a sad situation with Six of Swords, and then commitment. Seven of Swords, a shaky start. Five of Cups, again, focusing on the past, even though you're in a new relationship. Queen of Cups, in love, heartbreak. Could be a Virgo here with a Knight of Pentacles, moving, a change of residence, back again. Two of Cups, divine partnership, soulmate union. Empress could be childbirth. Queen of Wands, manifesting and expressing how you feel, the Ace of Swords, and then retreat, vacation, rest, and the Sun. So it ends up good, but it's a roller coaster ride. All right. So let's pull a Devil, the clarifying card for the Devil. What does the Devil represent, please? Can we get a clarifying card for the Devil? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. It feels like you're being controlled by your fixation to the past. Someone, whether, you know, it's them stringing you along or you just willingly being strung along. Can we please get one card to clarify the Devil card, please? I'm going to pick a card. All right. There's a Knave of Cups, an offer of love. On the bottom, Ace of Wands. This is very potent and virile. Look, this woman's pregnant from the Ace of Wands. Could speak to a passionate affair. Something where Page of Cups could be a child even. It really feels like it could be childbirth as well. Pregnancy or an offer of love, and it was like a very passionate affair that came and went. Knight of Wands, yeah, uncommitted energy. Okay, so let's just leave it like that. And I'm going to pull some oracle cards. Let's pull a Romance Angels oracle card for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. February 18th to 28th. on the bottom, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Okay, I think that's very relevant here with the control. Children, yep, your love life is being affected by children, kids, pregnancy. All right, so we'll put this here. I'm gonna put this over here and this over here, and I'll put this here. So looks like you're waiting on someone, okay, who hit it and then they moved on and they were not committed. And yet they're leading you along, stringing you along, and is saying you need to free yourself. This unicorn is here. They've got injuries like, you know, on their hind there, their side, their back, their neck. They've got a beautiful elaborate collar on, and then it's chained up to a tree, just like the devil has you chained up, chained and bound, okay? And this unicorn has this very small fenced-in gate here that it has to sit and just stay like that and wait, because that's how small this fenced-in gate is. It speaks to someone being very controlling and restricting you, okay? And then it's got this children. Your love life is being affected by children. Very straightforward, but let's read about this. The romance angel sent you this card because children are a significant factor in your love life. Either you want them or you or your partner have kids who are influencing your love life. This is a factor to consider when you desire to improve your romantic future. The angels honor and support all expressions of love, and they're willing and able to help you with any issue concerning children. In addition, this card can signify that you or your partner's inner child is affecting your relationship. This may mean there's a need for playfulness or a lighthearted spirit, or it could signal that it's time to heal a childhood emotional wound. The loving nature of your inner child and children in general is supportive of healing work, especially when its intention is to bring in more love. All right, now I'm going to read Free Yourself, even though it's quite straightforward. It says, like the unicorn in the image on this card, you need to, let me just do it like this. The top and the bottom here. I like to put It says, perhaps, like the unicorn on this, in this image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else. Or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in what ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. Okay? Finally, can we get one oracle card from the Whispers of Love for Aquarius, Sun, Rising, and Venus, please? February 18th to the 28th. On the bottom, do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. On the top, the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about, and there's more, kids. Okay? Do something for someone else, and it's more children energy. The heart of the matter. Let's read it. Number 22. Take a moment to get to the real issues in this situation. Sometimes at the very heart of the situation lies the truth of what is going on. Be honest and willing to do whatever it is necessary to take care of this. I'll read you the bottom one as well. And that's this card. Move it back a bit. Like this. It says, do something for someone else, number 41. Give your attention to someone else. And it says, when we focus on doing something kind for someone else, we create an opportunity for our relationships to be re-energized. What can you do today to be considerate towards someone in your life? Small things can have a big impact. Imagine how amazing your life will be if you give emphasis to do kind, loving things for others. Okay. Aquarius, I'm going to pull a gateway card for you just for further clarification here on what's going on, okay? This is the Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. Can we get one last card, please, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for February 18th to the 28th, please? Mending bridges. I heal rifts. I am a mender. And on top, healing the past. Healing and healing. Okay? So let me put this. Healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. On the bottom, I heal rifts. I am a mender. Boom. I'll put that over here. Hope you can see that. So healing the past, let's read that first. It's about healing, huh? Your past and even your past lives affects your present. A powerful healing is occurring for you right now. Beneath the surface, there are forces dissolving old blockages and limitations. This has a positive effect on every aspect of your life, including your health, your relationships, and even your creativity. The universe wants you to know challenges in your past can be linked to past events. Take some time to examine your current situation to see what areas could be strengthened. Release old blockages. Even if it feels like nothing is happening, profound transformations are occurring at this very moment. This is not unlike the bamboo that grows roots under the surface for 2 to 5 years, building a foundation invisible to the naked eye. Then, in 1 year, it grows up to 90 feet. Wounds from broken relationships, people, or situations that seem impossible to forgive, and old shame or guilt are all dissolving as a result. Your body, mind, and spirit are healing. Questions to ask yourself. Is there anything in my life that needs to heal? What will lead me to the path of greatest healing? How can I become an even greater healing force for others? And then the one on the bottom, mending bridges. Been getting that a lot for people, actually. I heal rifts. I am a mender. Card meanings, meaning healing old wounds with respect to people and situations. Carefully do whatever you feel is necessary to make amends. You are a mender. Help others mend bridges in their lives. The universe wants you to know there are times to drop everything and leave, and there are also times to carefully mend bridges with people, situations, and places. This is one of those healing times. Maybe there is a wound inside of you that needs to be forgiven or accepted. Transform the inner grievance. Do it now, for you no longer need to carry it with you. Perhaps there is a person from your past with whom you should reconnect. You know what you need to do. Take action now. Questions to ask yourself. If there was an area of my life that needed mending, what might it be? What is the first step I need to take toward resolving a current rift I have with someone? Could this card represent something within myself that I need to give attention to or mend? All right, so Aquarius, that was your reading for February 18th to the 28th. I hope it resonated for you. I already have your monthly love reading posted, as well as your bi-weekly generals, which is, I highly recommend. It's very in-depth, an hour long, and fantastic tarot decks. Other than that, I'll have your next readings up for March 1st, okay? Till next time, take care. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.